Hello, this is Roman Gabriel, and you are listening to The Grueling Truth.
Hey, welcome to The Grueling Truth. As you know, I always start off every show with The Grueling Truth, brought to you by Gridiron Moe, an interactive football app where you get to call what the offense or defense should do during a live NFL game and see what all other fans have called. So check out Gridiron Moe at www.gridironmoe.com. And tonight, outside of myself, I want to introduce my co-host, Matt Andruscavage.
Great to be here, Mike, along with one of our sponsors. It's going to be a lot of fun tonight.
Yeah, and as you said, the guy behind Gridiron Moe that started, had division with it, Aris Persidis, is here tonight. Did I say your name right, or did I mess it up, Aris?
You didn't mess it up. You did it just fine. And it's
all right, I always got to check. But how you doing tonight, Aris?
I'm doing great. Looking forward to this. We're going to have a lot of fun tonight.
All right, let's go ahead and start off the Gridiron Moe. I know we did a show last year about this time. You were getting ready to kick it off, pun intended, or you had right at the end of the season before. You want to tell us any updates? What's going on with Gridiron Moe?
Well, thanks. And it's been such an overwhelming response from fans that just love the game of football but want to engage in unique and new ways. And as you remember, the whole idea behind Gridiron Moe is unbelievably simple. You're watching the game, and on your mobile device, you get to vote what you think the offense and defense should do as they're lining up for the down. Who knew? Why hasn't this happened before, right? So what we figured out was that then when the season is over, what do you do next? And everybody has these blues, and thanks to you guys, you have the show where you can bridge the gap for the rest of us with the amazing content that you have. But what we put together was a trivia. And let's see if everybody remembers some basic things about all of the big games from 1 to 50. And we call it the 2-minute drill, and we release that and as an update, and a whole bunch of people started playing. You're getting points, and God knows what they do with that. Maybe they don't do the cooking and one evening at home. And it's just a lot of fun. And you just get to test yourself and your knowledge of the game, going back through history. And I know you guys like that, too, because you're all about, in part, the history of the game, and I love that about you. And the group.
Yeah, and I can tell you this. You told me the other day to play the game because we were going to do this and do a show where me and Matt play it. And I started playing the game. It was like 11 o'clock at night. My battery was on like 17% my iPad. An hour and 15 minutes later, the battery's dead, and I'm still playing the game. Definitely addicting for me. And I know Matt can't get the Apple products because he doesn't have an iPad or an iPhone. And there is going to be an Android app coming out shortly, isn't there?
Yeah, absolutely. We're going to fix that. It's just a matter of maybe 6 weeks or so, all things going well. And like with all development of these things, they take their own time, blah, blah, blah. I'm not going to bore you with all of that stuff. But we've heard from a lot of people that wanted an Android as well. Initially, it was overwhelming for iOS, so we figured that. But it's going to be fixed, and because we have to have Matt participating fully and either kicking butt or getting his own butt kicked, right? So we need to know.
That's right.
Well, right now, so we can give that person a lot of credit on the game. I know it keeps an overall leaderboard. I mean, who happens to be number one right now?
I am not going to hazard the guess, but I can see it. But I believe
there's only one reason that question would ever be asked.
And that was called eating the witness, I think.
Yeah, I had to text him and brag to him. I had 9 of the top 10 scorers in. Was number one. So, so you want to explain to us how we're going to play this tonight, Aris?
Absolutely. So this is called the 2-minute drill, and we love that name too. I hope you guys like it too. So what happens is the app randomly fires questions about each big game from 1 to 50, and we don't know which one is going to show up, and it gives you 3 multiple choices that I'm going to call out, and A, B, or C, and you guys are going to go at it, and we're going to see who got what. And I think that's a fair way, and we're going to do it for a 2-minute round, see what happens, and go from there. How does that sound?
So how many rounds are we going to do, Aris?
Well, we're going to start with 1 2-minute round, 1 2-minute drill, and then it depends on how much you guys hate each other and want to do it again. And,
well, like I said, I'll sit here and I'll play it all night. I know Matt eventually has to go to work in the morning, but
well, one way we can do this is is to see who wins the first round, and then if it's so decisive that a second round is not needed, then but if it's close, we're going to do a second round, and if that is split between you guys, we're going to do the tiebreaker. So something
all
like
right.
that.
Matt, do you want to go first?
Well, that's fine. Is there like a time limit between questions? Or?
It is no, it says however many you get. So that's the thing. You see, that's what makes it addictive. So you've got 2 minutes to answer as many as you can.
Okay, so all right. So I'm doing the full 2 minutes by myself, and then Mike's going to do it 2 minutes.
Yes.
All right.
So you're going to do.
Now here's
2
the
minutes.
question, Aris. If you ask a question, you start giving the answer, the A, B, C. If you get to like A and we think that's the answer, can we go ahead and call it out then?
Yeah, sure.
Okay.
Okay.
I mean, I'll be calling out the answer. I mean, I'll be running. I'll be calling out the answer, and we'll have some fun. And
now,
you know
when
what?
you're
If it
asking
doesn't work,
questions
we'll
to
figure it out the
Matt,
next
can I make noise in the background to try to mess him up?
Because the game of football, last time I checked, is pretty noisy and all of that. I think it's all fair game.
Defense.
I'll leave him alone because I was just going to sit back here and go na 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 na, but
Perfect.
But all right, go ahead, Matt.
All right,
have at it.
Matt, are you ready?
I am.
All right, so I'm going to press the button on my thing. It's going to load. All right, first question. Super Bowl 16 of January 1982. Who coached the San Francisco 49ers? Was it A, Joe Gibbs, B, Bill Walsh, or C,
B.
Forrest Gregg? B, Bill Walsh. All right, he says, and he is correct. All right, next one. Super Bowl 33, January 1999. What was the Denver Broncos' time of possession? Was it A, 31 minutes, 23 seconds, B, 34 minutes, 15 seconds, C, 23 minutes, 34 seconds?
I will go with B.
B, 34 minutes, he says, and the correct answer is A.
Yeah,
31
between
minutes,
A and B.
23, a bit less, yeah. All right, next one. Super Bowl 10, 1976. How old was the Pittsburgh Steelers starting quarterback, guy by the name of Terry Bradshaw? Was he 29, 26, or 27?
Oh, it's 26 or 27. I'll go with 26. Is that
26, says Matt. The answer is no, 27. All right,
yeah,
but close enough. Super Bowl 34, 2000. What was the Rams' time of possession? Was it 32 minutes, 23 minutes, or 34 minutes?
32, 23, or 34.
Yes.
I'll go with A, 32.
You're going to go with 32, he says. And the correct answer is 23, B. All righty.
Jeez.
Next one, 29 seconds to go in the whole thing. All right. Super Bowl 23, 1989. What was the San Francisco 49ers share per player? Was it A, $96,000, B, $36,000, or C, $73,000?
C.
It was C, $73,000, says Matt, and the answer is no, $36,000. All right, and time's up. That's it.
Good job, Matt.
Some of those questions are brutal. I knew all the scores, the MVPs, a lot of the locations. Time of possession.
Well, I would like to bring up
holy
the fact
cow.
it's kind of unfair to ask two questions about San Francisco 49ers Super Bowls in there, Aris. But all right.
Yeah, well, what can I do, right?
Those are the
all
two
right.
best Super Bowls, right, Mike?
Sure. All right. I guess I got to get one to tie, 2 to win, right?
You got to get 1 to tie, 2 to 1. All right.
All right.
You ready?
Good Lord.
I'm ready.
All right, let's go. Super Bowl 39, 2005. What was the Patriots' share per player? $58,000, $68,000, or $88,000?
68.
68, he says. He's correct. Amazing. All right, next one. Super Bowl 29, 1995. Who won, and what was the score? Was it the Cowboys versus the Steelers, 27-17? Was it the Cowboys versus the Bills, 30-13? Was it the Chargers versus the 49ers?
C, Chargers, Niners, 49-26.
You are correct, my friend.
Let's keep going now. I want to run it up.
All right, you want to keep going? All right, so Super Bowl 2002, who sang the national anthem? Was it A, A Tribute to Freedom, featuring the Boston Pops, Barry Manilow, Mark Anthony? B, was it U2? Or C, was it Mariah Carey?
A.
He says it is A. He is wrong. It was C. It was Mariah Carey. All right.
I knew that.
Next one. He's human. Super Bowl 33, 99. What was the Broncos' time of possession? Was it 31 minutes, 34 minutes, or 23 minutes?
23 minutes.
He says C, 23 minutes. Nope. The answer was A, 31 minutes, 22 seconds. All right. Next one.
I was asked that one, Mike.
I know. I thought he said it was 23. Go ahead, Aris.
This one is a dead easy one. Super Bowl 49. Who was the Seahawks starting quarterback? All
Russell
right,
Wilson.
I'm going to give you that. You left out. That's all right. Okay, next one. Super Bowl 11, 1977. Who did the halftime show? Was it Vicky Carr, America the Beautiful? Was it All City Band and Ashley Whippet? Or was it the LA Unified All City Band and crowd participation?
It's either A or C. I'm going to go with A.
You're going to go with A. Vicky Carr, he says, is wrong. It was the All City Band and crowd participation.
Sang the national anthem. All right.
And that's it. Time's up.
I lost concentration after I had him beat.
So yeah. Do we need to go over the score? It was pretty comprehensive, but I think it was not bad. I think you got a couple of gimmies there.
We got to keep playing.
You got to keep playing. All right, you guys are ready?
Yeah, I got to get some actual questions on stores and MVPs and stuff that the people would know.
Something that the people would know. Yeah, I get it. I heard that song before. Yeah.
Quit whining, Matt. You sound like a Bengals fan.
All right.
So was the final score 3-1 in that one?
The final score was 3-1. Yeah, wasn't
okay.
Yeah, it was 3-1.
You want me to go first?
You also got more questions in. So one of the things that
go ahead. Mike can go first this time if you want.
3, 4, 5, 6. All right. Okay. I will start it, and here we go. All right. Question number 1, Super Bowl 31, 1997. Where was it held? Was it Miami, New Orleans,
New Orleans
or San Diego?
Superdome.
New Orleans Superdome. And he is absolutely correct. Next question. Super Bowl 26, 1992. What was the Bills' total net yardage? 362, 283, 167.
283.
283, he says. He is correct. We're cooking on gas. Super Bowl 47, 2013. How old was the 49ers starting quarterback, which would be Colin? Was he 24, 27, or 28?
24?
No, he was 27.
That's what I was going to say.
Well, that's all right. Super Bowl 14, 1980. What was the Rams' share per player? $38,000, $23,500, or $9,000?
$9,000.
9. Oh, he is absolutely correct. $9,000. You're doing good. All right, next one. Super Bowl 41, 2007. Who sang the anthem? Was it, Cirque du Soleil? Was it Billy Joel, or was it Prince? I like that one.
Billy Joel.
Billy Joel. Let's see. You are correct, my friend. Wow. You're kicking it out of the park. All right. Super Bowl 18, 1984. What was the attendance? 72,000, 84,000, 81,000?
72.
72. You are correct. Wow. All right. Super Bowl 27, 1993. What was the Bills' share per player? $38,000, $34,500, $18,000?
38.
38. Nope, it was $18,000.
Yeah, I said that like I didn't know it. Go ahead.
Yeah, that's right. I think we've got time for one more. All right, so Super Bowl 26, 1992. Oh, easy. Who did the halftime show again? Was it a showcase of local Minnesota youth? Was it Harry Connick Jr.? Or is Gloria Estefan?
A.
Showcase of local Minnesota. Nope, it was Gloria Estefan. That's it.
What did I get, 6?
You got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 right out of 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Yeah, you did pretty good.
All right.
Not bad. Coach Mike, you ready? You ready to go?
I am.
All right. Okay, let me kick this up. All right, question number 1. Super Bowl 36, 2002. Who played? Rams, Patriots, Raiders, Buccaneers,
Hey.
or Rams,
Patriots.
Rams, Patriots. You are, of course, correct. All right, next one. Super Bowl 29, 95. Who was MVP? Troy, Steve Young, Larry Brown?
Steve Young, B.
Steve Young, B. You are correct. Okay, next one. Super Bowl 19, 1985. How old was Dan Marino? 23, 20, 24?
24.
24. Nope, he was 23. All right, next question.
Oh.
Super Bowl 35, 2001. What was the Giants' rushing net yards? 131, 66, or 90?
What was C?
So what was the Giants' yards gained rushing? 131, 66, or 90?
B.
66. Correct. Wow, amazing. You are very good. You both are. All right. Super Bowl 46, 2012. What was the Patriots' share per player? 44 grand, 40 grand, 38 grand?
B.
B. 40 grand, he says. The correct answer is A. 44 grand. All right. So next one is Super Bowl 25, 1991. How old was the Giants quarterback, Jeff Hostler? 29, 28, 31?
28.
28. Nope, he was 29. All right, next one. Super Bowl 14, 1980. What was the Rams' time of possession? 29 minutes, 30 minutes, 21 minutes?
I'll go B, 30.
30 minutes. The answer was 29 minutes. Very, very close to call.
Another minute.
Yeah. All right. Super Bowl 43, 2009. Who did the halftime show? Bruce Springsteen, John Legend and Faith Hill, or Jennifer Hudson?
Jennifer Hudson.
Jennifer Hudson. That's what I would have guessed, too. No, it was Bruce. It was Bruce. All right. Super Bowl oh, that's it. You're up. Time is up. So you got 3 correct out of 8. I think you guys are amazing. So you're so close. So you're
Mike's right, though. Mike's right there. He told me, he was kind of telling me about his experience with this. He says, a lot of them you'll be able to rule out, and it's always, you can get it down to like a 50-50 if you pay attention to your Super Bowls, even if you don't know a lot of them.
At least on the how much were they paid, and it's just like Super Bowl 35, how many rushing yards did the Giants have? But they didn't have many yards at all, so it's not going to be that many.
Exactly. I think I had to pick the lowest one. And I thought the Rams had a lot of time of possession in Super Bowl 14. That's only off by a minute.
It's always it's really very. I mean, that's the thing about it is that it reminds you of these games, and that's right. If you have any sense of history or so on, it's really good. But basically, you guys are a dead heat.
How are we a dead heat? I won 3-1 and I won 5-3. That makes it 8-4, which means I've answered twice as many questions right as him, Aris.
4 or 5.
And you've also played the game for all hours of the night. You've probably seen all these questions before.
4 or 5.
No,
6 right. All the time. 6 right for Matt. 6 right for Matt. And 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 right for Mike. I'm just calling the number. Now you had to. One could argue the following, Coach Mike. You're not going to like me now, but the numbers are numbers. You got 6 right by plowing through 4 more questions.
Yeah, because I answered them quicker.
I'm just saying. It took you 4 more
Which means I didn't even have to say. I just knew what it was.
I'm just saying. I'm not taking sides. I'm just doing the math here. There's a thing called efficiency.
All I know is it was 3-1 and 5-3. That means Matt got 4 questions right. I got 8, which means I'm twice as good as Matt.
I understand what you're trying to say.
Yeah, I won.
Matt, what do you have to say about Just joking.
That's good.
What fantastic fun, guys. That's just awesome.
Hey, are you going to be branching out into any other sports with Gridiron Moe, or maybe even the NFL draft?
Yeah. So we've got lots of plans for the NFL draft, but this will be for next season. And I know you guys also like baseball, so our baseball app is in development as we speak. And we're also going to be doing NASCAR. I don't know if you guys like NASCAR or not, but it's the same idea. A whole bunch of people are sitting there screaming either in stadium or at the venue or TV. Pits, change your tires, fill up with gas. It's the same idea. That you become a member in essence of the pit crew, and or a manager when you're on the diamond. So it's all the same idea. Very exciting. Thanks for asking.
All right, Matt, you got any questions for Aris?
Oh no, I think you're
still too shell shocked, aren't you?
No, I'm pretty good. No, it's a great game, and I love the concept. I love the idea of a bunch of people watching the game together, and we all shout. Anybody who's into the game likes to shout things out at the TV, what they think ought to be done, and so why not put it to a game and compete against the rest of the country while it's going on? Great time.
Yeah, we love it.
Really
thanks, guys, for the support, and whenever you want, we'll come on the show and play the quiz. You and a fan from the audience. I think that's a great idea. And,
we could do it weekly if you want, just a 15, 20-minute show or something, play against me and Matt.
Game.
Or Matt and I. I'm sorry. Go ahead.
Yeah.
Yeah, we're coaching Mike on his English.
Yeah, well, I'm from Indiana, so we're lucky I know how to hold the phone up to my ear and talk into the receiving part
there. New invention. Yeah.
Yeah. Well, Aris, it was great having you on tonight. Anybody that wants any information about Aris, you want to tell them where you are, which I'm sure if they've heard the show before, they probably have a pretty good clue. But
Sure. So they can go on the Gridiron Moe website, gridironmoe.com, and they can follow us on Twitter, just like with you guys. We give you out the shout-outs because it's just fantastic. And on Twitter, we are at Gridiron Moe, M-O-E. One word, and we look forward to hearing from everybody and just having fun with the game. That's what it's all about.
Yeah, and if you go on the grillingtruth.net website, you'll see under the sponsor thing, you'll see the Gridiron Moe icon. You click that, that'll take you directly there too. So make sure you check out Gridiron Moe. The Super Bowl trivia game is, I love it. As the young kids say today, it's off the hook, Aris.
You're a good man. I appreciate it. It's all good. Looking forward to doing this again, guys.
Oh, most
thanks
definitely.
Very much for being on.
Everybody look. Well, I'll tweet out something tonight. If somebody wants to be on the show, play the Super Bowl trivia game against myself and Matt, or Matt and I, or however you say that, with good
we'll
English.
Accept that answer.
Against
okay.
Matt and Mike.
Yeah.
That's what I do. Whenever I don't know how to get it right, I just use my name. You can play against, John and Maris. So that gets rid of the problem right away,
Yeah, so you can play Matt and Mike. Maybe we could even do something where maybe we could have 4 people playing it. Maybe we get an old NFL player to come on and play with somebody too.
Well, that'd be good.
Absolutely.
So definitely check out for updates there on when we'll start doing that. So Aris will be in touch. Just send me an email whenever you want to start doing it, and we can do that. Like I said, you can find all our shows on iTunes, Spreaker, Stitcher, Podcast Land, just about everywhere there's podcasts, you'll find us. Make sure you check out the interview we did earlier today, which is already on the website with Roman Gabriel. Roman played 16 years in the NFL at quarterback, was a 1973 Comeback Player of the Year, 1969 NFL MVP. So, Aris, you got any final words for the people listening in?
Enough said about Roman. What a history, and what a difference he and his career made to a whole bunch of other people that came after him. So that's the only thing that is appropriate for me to end this on. Just thankful for all those guys that given the rest of us the opportunity, even if not playing the game, but just doing the stuff that we were talking about here. So it's all because of Roman and his colleagues. So thanks for reminding all of us. Thanks.
All right. Thanks a lot, Aris. Matt, any final words for the audience?
Bye.
Well, Aris, we appreciate all the time and the efforts you put into this great app, and we look forward to continuing to work with you to get the word out about getting people on this.
Likewise. Thank you very much, guys. Look forward to doing this again.
All right. So remember, guys, gridironmoe.com. So for Aris Persidis, Matt Andruscavage, who was second place tonight, which would be the first loser, and myself, the winner, Mike Goodpaster, you've been listening to the Grueling Truth, where the legends speak.